Thank you for tuning in. Our next presenter is Ghislain Lemire, CEO of Urbanimmersive. Mr. Lemire, you may begin.
Thank you so much. So again, let me introduce myself, Ghislain Lemire. I'm the CEO and also co-founder of Urbanimmersive. Joining me today on the call, we have Simon Bédard, the CFO of Urbanimmersive. So without any further ado, let's start. So the first slide will be just a reminder that we might have some forward-looking statements in this presentation. So we are inviting you to read our last MD&A or our last annual information form to know everything about the risk of investing in Urbanimmersive. All right, so the next slide is just like a brief summary of, in one slide, of what is Urbanimmersive. So I know it looks like there's a delay when I'm switching from one slide to the other. So basically what we're doing at Urbanimmersive, we are providing solutions for real estate photographers. So our client, our direct end users are real estate photographers. So basically photographers that are specialized in taking pictures of home for sales, renting, commercial spaces, architectural, everything that turns around architecturals. It's a growing market, definitely, and what is great with real estate photography business, it's a repeat business. What we're providing them, it's a service as a software. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail about it. We're also offering services, drawing services for floor plans. We're also going to address that in the presentation. We are also, through our sister company called Immersolutions, reselling cameras, 3D and 360 cameras, and also we're designing custom protective camera case to travel with those cameras here and there because some of them are kind of expensive. We're going to touch a lot during this presentation to our core technology, which not we believe, but it is definitely right now our growth driver. And our core technology is a 3D immersive environment technology. So a way to create 3D spaces with a software and camera. Some key metrics here. So we have right now about 1,500 active photography businesses on our SaaS. When I'm saying active photography businesses and not real estate photographers, is that we have a lot of businesses that have multiple photographers. So basically it will be something like 3,000 to 4,000 real estate photographers using daily our platform, which represents 5% of the market share in North America. I know previously so the people following us for a couple of years, we were talking about having 8% of the market share in North America. It's not that we lose market shares, it's that we updated recently. During the last quarter, we did a survey of the industry. We updated and modelized all the data we had, and there's more real estate photographers that we previously that we known from 2018. So basically, we reviewed our market share not because we lost market share, but because there's more real estate photographers out there. Worldwide, we will be talking about 1.5, 1.7% market share. We're definitely with those numbers, even if they're kind of low, we're definitely leading the market in terms of number of real estate photography businesses using our SaaS. The closest competitor will have something like 2% of the market share in North America, and not even 1% worldwide. On our platform per year, there's around on our SaaS platform, there's around 250,000 transactions per year. Company highlights quickly. We're listed on the TSX Venture in Canada, in New York on the OTCQB. The market cap, when I wrote this presentation just a couple of days ago, actually, the share was trading at 13 cents, and we were having a market cap of $14 million. So right now, I think it's trading more around 15, 16, so it's about 15, 16 million dollar market cap. There's a great volume on our stock, so it's a liquid stock. 250,000 shares trade as an average per day. Key points: we are cash flow positive, so we're not burning cash. We're making profit. Last year we had revenue of about $4.6 million and an EBITDA of $1 million. That was an average. All right, so enough talk about summarizing Urbanimmersive. Let's go in more detail. But before we talk about our product, I just want to mention that we're not a startup, actually. Even if we're small and we're kind of a nano cap, we have 13 years of experience. I found that I created this business with my brother back in 2007. And at that time, we created a great and probably one of the first 3D software capable of creating real, true immersive environment. So we were kind of pioneering this market, if you want. My brother is an electrical engineer, and we designed at that time what you can see here in the picture, a multi-lens photogrammetric camera. So our idea was to create a 360 camera capable of creating 3D tours without using, usual camera that photographers are using. This camera never seen the day, and at that time I can tell you that 3D tours were kind of a should have, not a must have. So we decided in 2013 to add value to our software, not just specializing in 3D software, but we created more services as a software for photographers, for our clientele. So we created in 2013 a marketplace that we signed with some MLSs here in Canada. Then in 2015-17, we added business solution. We added a new product like property websites. We're going to talk a little bit further about that. And then the turning point for us has been really in 2018, where we acquired Turbuzz, which was the property website platform leading the market in North America. So we acquired them in 2018, and then in 2019, we decided that since we have a large group of photographers using, our platform, we decided to push forefront our core technology, which is a 3D technology. So we presented in 2019, I'm always going to remind because it's the last show we did because of the COVID-19. So we presented in 2019 the first 3D Pocket website. So basically a website all in 3D using our technology in Vegas, and it was we had a tremendous response. And then something happened on the market. The COVID-19 came in and really brought 3D tours not as a should have, but a must have. So we kind of say that sometime in life you're lucky. I hate to say that about COVID-19, but COVID-19 really changing the way people do real estate. So in parallel, you see that we kind of sidewalk our path during 2012 to 2019. And in parallel, the industry manufacturers started to create very small and efficient 360 cameras. So this is why, in 2019, we decided to go back with our technology because we had access to those cameras to quickly create 3D tours. So there's driving forces right now that make 3D tours not only a trend, but definitely the norm. More and more real estate photographers and agents are seeing that 3D tours bring productivity and change the way people visit home. Interesting information. We have 13 years of experience. We always sold 3D tours, but during the last year, in 2020, we sold more 3D tours than during our 13 years of experience, of existence. So it's not, like I said, it's a big shift. And now, today, as we talk, we have released a press release, and we're launching a very unique and very innovative 3D meetings feature. So basically, we call it UI.V 3D. We're going to talk about it today, but it's a premiere. We're first mover to the market, and I look forward to talk a little bit more in detail about that. When we talk about the market, and I'm going to bring my next slide, so you will see soon the next slide coming in about the market of real estate photographers. I'm often got some very weird feedback from investors saying, "Oh, real estate photographers, it's a small market. Why aren't you, dealing with directly with real estate agents?" Actually, it's not a small market, real estate photography. It's a real business. We're evaluating that based on our data. There's about 90,000 real estate photographers worldwide. While the number seems slow, but those people deal daily with 4 to 6 million real estate professionals. So there's real businesses. And for us, the real estate photographers, it's a full-time photographers, but also some part-time photographers. So as long as you take contract on a daily basis for real estate photography, you are considered real estate photographers. They're doing quite a good income between, some part-time photographers will do $50,000 a year with that, but some real estate photographers will even do more than $125,000 of annual income with taking pictures. It's a volume business. So, of course, and, they cannot create more hours in a day that there's hours in the day. So their biggest challenge is productivity. And you will see it with our SaaS. This is what we're addressing. We're giving them tools to be more productive. The second biggest challenge they have is margin. I mean, they want to do more jobs, but they don't. It's a very competitive landscape, so they want to do more money with it. We are also giving them tools to have more margin and to be more competitive. When you sum up all the numbers here and there, you will find out that this is a market that's worth more than $1 billion. We're estimating a $1.4 billion market. It's a niche market, definitely. Basically they're sharing like roughly $7 billion of total incomes, and this we know that they're ready to spend around 22% of their incomes in technology to be more productive, lead gen, image enhancement, and so on and so forth. We're not that far. $1.5 billion, it's an estimation by Urbanimmersive based on our data and experience. But recently, there's a Goldman Sachs that evaluated that the market for VR, and when we talk about virtual reality, this is in real estate. Virtual reality wouldn't exist without a 3D tours. You get it. I mean, so basically, we say that VR and AR are cousins of 3D tours, and Goldman Sachs evaluated that by 2025, the best case scenario will be a market of $1.6 billion, so just in the real estate. So it's a great market to be. As I said, it's growing. It's a repeat business. I'm going to switch to the next slide, and the next slide we're going to address quickly, the SaaS platform we have. As you will see, our value proposition is taking advantage of 13 years of experience. We haven't built all those products recently. Those are solid, robust, feature-rich product. And when we talk about the productivity suite we have, the first that comes in our mind is the business solution. You have to think about our business solution like a kind of Salesforce, if you want. So we help photographers scheduling, online ordering, invoicing, and so on and so forth. This business solution is provided free to use on our platform. We use it basically as a lead gen. And many investors come on our website and they go and see the gross merchant volume that we're presenting into the investor section, but the gross merchant volumes come from the activity done on the business solution itself. So the value of the number of invoices that are generated by our business solution. We're also offering a property website tool, so to create website, but just for the property for sale. You have to think of it like a kind of WordPress platform, a GoDaddy kind of website builder. We're also providing video rendering services, so a software that creates videos from the pictures you took from the house. We added over the years some very interesting artificial intelligence powered effects to really make some great videos. We're also providing content delivery, so you have to think of it like some sort of a Dropbox. It's difficult for photographers to send 100 high-quality pictures through the web, through an email, but it's even difficult to try to manage and archive those pictures if in any cases you need to go back and get those pictures again. So the content delivery platform here represents 5% of our SaaS revenue, so it's not nothing. And the last, it's image enhancement. So this is a place where we started to, in 2019, to offer to our photographers. It's a software to create, to enhance the quality of images. And here I put, like, you have to think of it like a Miro kind of platform. Miro is a private held company, an European company. So you might not know about Miro, but what is very interesting is that Miro raised more than $100 million, I think, since the last 2 years. And they have a market cap of $1 billion to help photographers in enhancing their images. I'm going to switch to the next slide, and we're going to address a little bit more our core technology, which is a 3D tour. And you will see, again, we're taking advantage of the 13 years of experience in this market. We have a very, I like to say, feature-rich 3D tour technology. So, of course, we are enabling photographers to create 3D tours of real spaces, home for sales, and so on and so forth. So we're providing, and we're going to talk a little bit further about that, what is the difference between a 3D tour and a 360 virtual tour, but we're providing a technology that really creates a true 3D immersive experience. We're compatible with all 360 cameras out there. We're compatible with CGI, which means computer-generated imagery. We're also compatible with GIS, which is Geographical Information System, like GPS information. And we also work offline, which will be very important for some market, like where the visual content is sensitive information. You have to think about our 3D tour like some sort of a boost Google Street View. I like to say it like that. We're also offering floor plan software, so you have to think of it like some sort of a software to create floor plans from the 3D tours. So I put AutoCAD here to desk, software that you can draw lines and you can give a blueprint of all the rooms and everything of the house. 3D Pocket website is a very unique product. We're kind of the only one right now to do that. So it's not a website, it's not a 3D tour, it's a 3D tours and a website all together. So when you have to think about when you have a 3D tours, it's often delivered through a URL to a link, and most of the time you're going to have to put that link or embed that link into another website. With 3D Pocket website, you have your website, and it's a 3D tour in the same time. We recently announced the launch of UI Capture, so it's an app that works on iOS and Android to capture the visual content. And there's a, don't think of it like a Zoom. This is for the last product on that slide, UI meets 3D. So think of it like a Zoom for 3D, Zoom in 3D. Sorry. So basically, we're launching it today. It's a video conferencing platform, but in 3D. I'm going to talk a little bit deeper about that during the presentation. I'm going to switch the slide here, and I'm going to address this. I mean, we have to really make the difference between 3D tours and 360 virtual tours. And quickly, 3D tours are different in the way that they need 3D data to be built. So 3D data will provide, a truly immersive experience, while the 360 virtual tours are just, a suite of connected panoramics from which you're going to jump from one panoramic to the other. They're very limited in terms of user experience because you can only jump from one panoramic to the other, and there's no 3D data in it, so it's kind of also limited in terms of what you can, the way you can enrich the experience of the user. The 3D tours are great, but to create them, because you need 3D data, manufacturers have built expensive cameras to do it. I mean, like you see a Matterport camera that uses a laser technology, not laser, but infrared technology. You have Leica camera, which costs $25,000 that use laser. So they capture 3D data with sensors to create the true 3D navigation. While if you only do a 360 virtual tour, you only need the visual content. The beauty of our technology, and I'm going to switch the slide here, is that we are building the 3D data with software. So we don't need to use expensive camera to build it. And we have built over the year a system that builds the 3D data in such a fashion way that we are 8 times cheaper than our closest competitor. So the way it works is very simple. We're going to take, as 3D tour and virtual tour needs 360 images, so this is the basis of it, and we have a system that will automatically scale to life. Technically talking, we're talking about geocoding, so placing on the map exactly where it fits all the images taken. So we use visual content technology probability algorithm to do that in artificial intelligence. To give you an idea, rough idea, it's going to take 4 to 5 minutes geocoding automatically a home for sale that will have something like 40, 50 panoramics. Then afterwards, we're going to create the 3D data on our cloud platform. The 3D data will be created with our software, and we use a very unique approach. We call it the single linear geometric shape technological approach versus creating 3D data with multiple 3D shapes. So it sounds a little bit technical, but what you have to retain here is that this is the most complex things to develop, but this is the fastest way on the market right now to create a 3D shape of a scaled-to-life bunch of panoramics. And then afterwards, when I was talking about the fact that we can add features while you have the 3D data, but we have an example here. You know, we can create floor plans directly with our 3D tours and export that in multiple sites. Multiple advantage to our approach. So I'm going to switch the slide here, and I'm going to talk about some unique advantage that we're definitely feeling it on the market right now. We're feeling that, you know, we are recognized for a large environment, because when you use camera that use sensors, for example, to scan a big, large, let's say, office space, you're going to be limited to the way the sensor, the technology work with the sensor. So a large space like you see here on this slide, using a different type of technology could take up to 3, 4, 5 hours to shoot. With our technology, it could be shoot in 1 hour, because we don't use sensor. You know, we just need the images, and from the 360 images, we're going to be able to create the 3D data. So we can state loud and clear that we are the most cost-effective and feature-rich 3D tour solution on the market right now. We're 3 times faster to shoot, so the shooting time is the photographer time on site, and we 8 times faster on the post-production, so building the 3D tour and delivering it on the market. To give you a rough idea, our closest competitor will charge about $4 a panoramic to process, you know, to build a 3D data with a software. While here, we're at Urbanimmersive, we are able to charge roughly 50 cents and make 50% margin on it. And we have all the other advantage of using just imagery. We can do large environments. There's no limit, while with other technology, they have limited kind of size that they have to respect. We can also, you know, we're scaled to life, so we can use measurements. There's no execution download time to start the environment on the web. It works offline, and so on and so forth. Multiple advantage. The next slide, there's so many information in it, but I want to address it. You will see on the next slide our competitions. And basically what you're going to see is a list grouped in 2 categories. You have the first list, and the slide will come. I know there's a delay, but so we kind of regroup the providers that offer 3D tours, you know, when we talk about true 3D immersive experience, and all the others. And the others are like a 360 virtual tours provider. There's more than 100, basically. When you talk about 360 virtual tours provider, it's so easy. I mean, it's just connecting 2 panoramics together. So there's a bunch of them, and it will be a daunting task to list all of them. So we kind of list the leading ones, you know, so the ones that all with a red X. The great news about that, there's a lot of them. As you can see, it's a fragmented market. We believe there's a lot of opportunity for acquisitions as well, to bring their market shares and offer to their clients a true 3D immersive experience. When we talk about 3D tours, there's just a handful of providers out there. Urbanimmersive, Matterport is the leading brand. You have MetaReal, which is a small business, and GeoCV. And as you can see in terms of features, we're beating them everywhere. So we have like, again, the benefit of having built this technology on 13 years of experience. And we are the only company right now offering 3D Pocket website, so a website that is a 3D tour, and also immersive meetings, so the square, the green square with a mark, the check mark on it. I'm going to switch the slide here, and we're going to talk about the addressable market of our technology. Of course, we are right now targeting real estate photographers, and they're serving real estate agents. So real estate is definitely the market we want to be in, and good things that we're making money with that. But there's other markets like the disaster and insurance, crime scene investigation, building asset management, retails, hotel and resort, and restaurants. What I can tell you today is that you will see soon from Urbanimmersive some announcement on other markets. So it's not just a dream that our technology will work in other markets. We know today that we beat the competitions in every of those markets. So there's a huge opportunity for us to grow, and we look forward to announce, the deals that we are working on since a couple of months. When we talk about other markets, always keep in mind that, if we refer to virtual reality, which basically is the market that there's more data about the market size of it on the web, you always need a 3D tours, to get the virtual reality of real spaces at least. So the interesting thing is that real estate, it's a big market. I mean, like $1.5, $1.6 billion, but the other markets are bigger. And according to Goldman Sachs, and sorry for the typo here, but they're evaluating that the VR market could be worth $35 billion by 2025 base case scenario. So we're definitely well positioned to take advantage of this market. I know that we're running pretty tight on time, so just before that we kind of accelerate this, I want to address, our business model. We're a transactional-based business model right now. It means that when you come on our platform, you pay for the product you buy and you go. But with UI.V 3D, so the new technology that we announced today, and I'm inviting you to go on the press release or on our website, urbanimmersive.com, and watch the video. You're going to be blown away. It's a very unique, a very innovative technology. This UI.V 3D will provide Urbanimmersive some new incremental revenues, because it's going to be sold not per transaction, but a monthly subscription for the premium version, and also we're going to have a licensing fee for people who want to use it in the industrial market. So roughly what I want to say about our business model is that for the first time in our history, we're going to bring monthly subscriptions to the use of one of our feature. And we believe that the fact that COVID-19 distanciation, people are doing a lot of video conferencing. Our technology is very innovative, and we think there's a lot of growth potential for us in that sense. The timing is good because I'm kind of finished talking about the products, and right now we do have here the slide about our financials highlights. I think it's the only thing that we have to mention here is that we're in a good position in terms of financials. We're profitable. We have an EBITDA positive. We cleaned our debts recently. We have recurring business coming in on the platform. We're very positive about our future. So I'm running out of time right now, so I'm going to take the questions if there's any questions, because the rest of the slide are basically the board of directors and the capital table overview. So is there any, okay, I'm going to go in the, why did UI decide to pay the interest payment on December debenture in shares instead of cash? Super good question. Let me answer it. Basically because we want to keep our cash to further support our growth going forward. We don't want to go on the market and raise money. So if we want to grow, we need to invest. And we decided that because of the stock was kind of trading well, it was more important for us to fuel the growth of the company than to pay the interest in cash. And afterwards, having some sort of tight bank account and go and raise money to fuel this growth. So right now we have the cash that we need to grow the market because of this decision. Please discuss your ownership profile, U.S. versus Canadian investors and trading activity on UTC. What needs to be changed and improved? The only thing I can say here is that we never really promoted the business itself. Neither in Canada, neither in the U.S. We were kind of background company. We just wanted to have a real business, profitable growth. we're going to change that. So we want to start saying loud and clear who we are, why we think we have the best technology, and you will see in 2021 basically more promotion around the investor community for Urbanimmersive. Your technology platform seems very mature going forward. Where do you see the evolution of this platform? That is a super good question. Of course, we can grow organically. We can grow by acquiring some 360 virtual tours provider, even property website providers. After this year is going to be the year of video conferencing with our new technology, the new feature UI Meet 3D. The future of 3D tours, in my opinion, and I've been in the industry for more than 10 years, will be in gaming. And don't take my words wrong here. I'm talking about doing advert games. So to give you an example, if we go to the retails market, it's going to be to create some very small games that will be engaging for people. Like, for an example, I could visit a restaurant and grab some points by just visiting the space, and then redeem those points again, some discount or whatsoever. So this is, I think, where the next 5 years, next 10 years, the 3D tours market will go. And it's all going to be multi-user, it's all going to be interactive, and this is a market that 360 virtual tours cannot address, but definitely 3D tour can address, and we are right now, I think, the most advanced platform to go there. What are the 1-2 things investors should look for 2021? Definitely the confirmation that we're not just a real estate play, and we are not. All right, 100% of our revenue right now comes from the real estate play, but 3D tours is going outside the box of the real estate market, and we have right now the most advanced 3D tours platform to go in those markets, and I look forward to tell it how loud and clear what will be our big next deals about that, because we might surprise the market with some very solid and international clients to announce. There's a test question here, so there's no more question. If you do have other questions, I don't know if I'm like 5 minutes behind my schedule, so I don't know why. Do we still have some time? Is there any other questions that you would like me to answer? So it sounds no. So if there's no more question, is the moderator is there? Because I think we can close the meeting, or if people want to stay, we can stay also. I don't know how it works, to be honest.
Thank you. This is the moderator, and we can conclude the webcast now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and hopefully you're going to follow Urbanimmersive this year. Bye-bye.
And that does conclude this webcast. Thank you.